So, if you're new here, please give us a big thumbs up and please subscribe, hit the little notification bell. There's something here for everybody, I promise. Share us. All money raised from this channel goes to cover ongoing medical expenses, which if you follow any of my personal blogs or my children's, you will see what I'm talking about. Some of the videos do have a UCare link. I do not put those in all the videos because sometimes I actually don't have access to my computer and it's so hard just to type everything out on my phone. So that's that. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. If you have any kind of suggestions, please leave them below. I love chatting back and forth with you guys. It's really kind of why I started this. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Most of my conversations are with a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. So I really appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Love you guys. Okay, so I know that I said that I was going to kind of give you an idea of what Bandcamp is or what they do in Bandcamp. I forgot. They still don't have... right now it's freshmen and new band members and section leaders, and that's it. So right now it's just partial day. She'll start full week or full days on Thursday and I'll do more videos then. I didn't get us this morning because we were in such a rush to get out the door. Time got away from us. So here's how it works. We wake up about 7. She eats and gets ready, and then I take her over to the school because she has to be in what they call the cage at 8:30, which is what you're seeing down there. She has to be down there she has to be in the cage ready to go at 9. Or by 9, I think. Anyway, I drop her off by 8:30 so she can go in, get everything she needs, and then go down there. So, during the half days, we have to provide their lunch. So what I've been doing since I was ill prepared was come over here, pick her up at noon, and I will bring her back at 1. And then she will stay till 4. That's just while they're doing the new people in band. And basically what they're doing is going through techniques, drills, and all that fun stuff. They actually have percussion going out here today to teach them what they've got to know when it comes to marching. It's a little more than just being able to play an instrument. I was in band, so I can say this. I cannot find her at this moment. I keep looking because she's actually in a small group of 5 people because the instrument she plays, not a whole lot of people play it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting on her to go to lunch and then bring her back. I'll see if she wants to talk to you guys when I get her up here. She's usually tired and hot and like excited for air. So I'm gonna like show you guys a little bit of what I can see from here and watch. I'll probably take a break by the time I do this. You can't see some of them because of the hill here, and I'm not going to get out, but they have all the sections split up, and this morning they were putting the lines down like a football field on the pavement, so they have an area where they can actually march, know where their points are once they get on the field. Anybody that was in marching band knows that you judge your position by the lines and the yard lines and such. And spacing and all that. You learn. Once you get the hang of it, it's second nature once you get the hang of it. But until then, it can be kind of hard. She had a hard time yesterday marching backwards, which is going to be interesting with her playing and marching backwards. She's very clumsy. And she was very sore yesterday, her legs and her arms. She didn't stop and think about how heavy a mellophone is when you have to hold it up, because she actually plays the French horn normally, and when you march you play a mellophone. It's pretty much the same instrument, it's got a different mouthpiece, but it is heavy. So I was like, you're gonna be ripped by the time this is over with. So I was hoping to catch the color guards out here doing their thing, but they apparently are not. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with this. I know some people don't really know what all Bandcamp entails. Some of you, have the whole joke about one time at Bandcamp, ha ha ha. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work goes into it. When we went out of town and stayed on a college campus in dorms, and we had section leaders from the University of Tennessee marching band to come out and work with us while we were there. Here they have section leaders that are sophomores and up, and they bring in other professionals to help them too, but we won't be seeing any of that until the full band is here. They actually do make them stretch and exercise before they get out here marching, because it is very athletic. This front line right here was just holding at attention and learning to move. I wish I could find Katie. Anyway, I'll see if she wants to talk to you guys when she gets out. Okay, I found her. They're doing a little marching thing before they leave. She's in the very front line. Sleeveless shirt, dark hair. I'm trying to zoom right in on her. She's next to the person in that green hat, almost, or in front of him. Yeah, I thought they were getting ready to start sending them in for lunch, but they obviously are doing more practicing. Let's see if I can see her this way, because now she's going to be in the very back. She's next to the person in the green hat over there, like the fisherman style hat. See the orange porta potty, 1, 2 over from that. You see her? Okay, I'm gonna quit looking like a creeper sitting in the car staring at underage kids and wait on her to break for lunch.
Hey guys. Oh, hey guys. I just got back from Bandcamp. Like, I'm not done. I have lunch break. But yesterday we just learned how to step. We didn't actually learn like how to fully march. We started marching today. We took 2 steps, then we took 4, then we went to 8, and then we learned how to stop. And oh, I got a story. Well, when Mom.
I just said that.
Yeah. Sorry guys. But when they said well, they'll say Bandcamp rest, and then you're supposed to put your hand, like you're supposed to stand, and then put your left hand over your right hand. Well, instead of doing that, I did Bandcamp ho, which is where you go ho at the end, and I was the only one who did it, and then nobody knew it was me until I told him it was me. So, yeah. And then we got punished because people were, instead of stepping at, we go 5, 6, push out 1. Is that it?
Yeah,
step out 1.
I think it's push out.
Push out, and they stepped out at push out instead of 1. And then instead of doing 1 cross, 2 cross, 3 cross, 4 cross, 5 cross, which is what everyone else says, but instead of that I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm surprised I haven't gotten in trouble for that, but it's easier for me to do it that way. And then not my band instructor, like, I forgot what she's called.
Section leader.
Yeah, my section leader, she's really hyper, but she's fun and funny, because I fell over too marching. She thought that was funny, but yeah.
Everybody learned that you're clumsy.
I have a feeling soon we're going to learn how to march backwards, because we have a game in what, 2 weeks?
Didn't you tell me yesterday 19 days, 20 days, something like that?
It was like 29. So there's 28 days now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
and
more than 2 weeks, honey. 2 weeks is 14 days.
they told me 2 weeks. Not they, like the band instructor,
Your first game is like August 17th or something like that.
And my toes hurt. Because when we stab, I stabbed my foot into the ground, and it hurt. Now my toe hurts. And I have this. As soon as I get back, I have to play my thing. But first we practice, and then we go in the band room, which I hate because my mellophone is kind of heavy. Like, you have to hold it up like this, and trumpets don't even have to do that. I don't understand. But yeah, they don't have to hold their instruments in the air like we do. And then I think pretty soon, I don't know why they're making us bring our instruments outside, but they do. Like, we'll bring it outside and we won't even use them, and then we bring them back inside, and then I'm guessing pretty soon we're gonna start marching with them, like practicing marching with our instruments in our hands. And yeah, the other girl that's usually with the mellophone, she wasn't even with us that much today. She was checking on everybody else. Mainly, yeah, never mind. But yeah, as soon as I get back, I have to go to the band room, get my instrument, then I have to go back down to like where shop is, because there's classrooms down there, and we play in the classrooms. I think there's a tub back there or something. There's something weird back there, like a tub. I don't know what it was. You could see into one of the rooms and it looks like a tub or something, but I honestly don't know what it is. So, yeah, that's all. Yeah.
feel like I'm snotty. What?
Let me see your screen.
I'm downloading monkeys emojis. I'm serious. Yeah, I'm serious.
Let me see it.
Okay, so actually I'm going to go ahead and finish up today. It isn't really a good look at what she's doing in Bandcamp. And I may actually hold off on showing you. I'll show you bits and pieces and maybe hold on to it. And then after Parents Night, when I'm able to see the full performance and not look like a creeper standing behind a tree filming kids, I'll film their actual performance, and then I'll just piece it all together and make a whole video about real Bandcamp once they start in from 9 or 8:30 in the morning, which technically they don't start till 9 at night. I'll keep up with some short little clips here and there about Bandcamp. If Kaylin wants to film any on her phone, she can and can send them to me, and then I'll edit them all together and make a whole video to show all you all what Bandcamp really is, because there's honestly not enough honest videos out there about it. And I mean, yeah, the whole one time at Bandcamp is funny, but it gets fucking old when you're a band player, I promise you, or that you've been in band. You know, that movie's so old anyway. Most of the kids you say it to nowadays would be like, what? But, yeah, I think it's something that needs to be looked at, because people don't realize how much work goes into these. And let me tell you, I don't know how it is in other counties, but our county, the letters that were sent out, our band only gets like $700 to $900 for the year total. So they rely on, we have to pay $175 for Bandcamp. Then we have to pay another $75 with his transportation fees in September. Then we have a fair share, which is $200 for every kid, which we can pay that with very little to no money out of pocket if we choose to do band boosters and take part in the fundraisers. All the money that we make with the fundraisers goes into her account online, and she can use that towards her fair share. Once her fair share gets paid for, it sets in her account, and that's her account all the way till she graduates. When she graduates, she can give her leftover money in her account to her brother, but it can't go, like, she can't withdraw it. She either has to give it to her brother or lose it. So, yeah, that's how that goes. All together, I'm not going to go into why, but right now we're not paying the Bandcamp fees. We're not paying the $75 transportation fees to get her shoes and what they call their plume that goes in their shocky hat. I think that's how it's pronounced. That goes in the front. They have to buy them now and take care of them, which should last her all year. Honestly, she takes good care of it unless they change their uniform. Her shoes should be good to go as long as she takes care of them and she don't grow no more. Which I'm not telling her not to grow no more. You know, I understand it happens. If they need the same size shoes when her brother's in school, who knows? Maybe he can wear her shoes if she can only wear them a season. You know. But then they don't have to. They can buy a hat or a visor and a shirt to wear. You wear the shirt under your band uniform and then the hat. And what that's for is if you're at a performance at a high school and you want to take off your hat in the stands or your jacket, because they do get hot, especially when it's not gotten to the point where it's actually cold outside, because those band uniforms are very, very, very warm. You can't take your jacket off or your hat off without having a shirt or a hat that matches your field performance with this band. So they were $15 a piece. Her shoes were $40. Her plume was $20. And then since the type of instrument that she plays is in the thousands used, we had to rent one from the school for now. I've been working with her dad on trying to figure out a way that we can make it work to buy her one. But here's the deal. She plays French horn in concert. She doesn't march with a French horn. So she plays a mellophone when she marches. So that's two very expensive instruments that we're going to have to come up with. She has a clarinet. She has a piano. And I would like for her to have these. But we're going to have to... yeah, she's only like 5 foot on a 5'1". So, yeah, we're going to try to work on that, even if we have to take up like a pool of money from people who want to donate to buy her the instruments, so we don't have to pay the $50 rental fee. They told me it was $50 a year would get her use of a mellophone and the French horn, or she could go back to playing her clarinet. But the clarinet sections on marching bands are usually really big anyway. Are there 5 total of you guys in the high school band?
5
French or mellophone players?
there's me, girl, me, the other girl, the other girl.
And that's it. There's no more coming. Yeah, there's 5, and there's over. The letter they sent home says the band has 121 plus members. So that's a section with 5 people because those instruments are very expensive. So would I rather put her in a smaller section where she's going to get more work, or do I put her in a larger section where it's going to be a big battle to be first chair, which is a big deal in band? You know, getting the solos and stuff. It's a lot harder when you've got 20, 30 clarinet players to 5 in your section. She was first chair French horn in 8th grade, so she's working on the mellophone. It's a little hard with her learning how to walk and play at the same time, but I promised her she will get the hang of it. And see, the reason why I want to buy one is because at the end of the year, these rented ones have to go back to them. Yes, I can rent one from like Russia's or something. I think I can even do rent to own, but it's like $25 or $30 a month, which really wouldn't be bad. But, and I do know while you're in a rental with them, they take care of all of their repairs. I just don't know if that's the right choice for us because I'm so big about not doing rent to own, not financing things. I am a firm believer of saving up your money and just buying it and be done with it. That way you don't have all these bills every month that you got to worry about being paid. So I really need to sit down and talk to my husband and see what he says, because this is something I'm very supportive of both of my kids in music. Music and art both are 2 places that I'm very, very supportive of them in. Anything that challenges their imagination and their creativity, they will always have my support in, and I will always help them. I don't care what I've got to sell to be able to make it happen. So I will figure out something. I want her to have stuff here so she can play them in the summertime, so she doesn't get rusty during summer and then have to go back the following school year and learn all over again. Now granted, with band, she in high school, she's not going to get as much downtime without playing as she normally does. So it's a little different, and you know, knowing that you've got it hanging over your head that you have to pass the class for credit, and with them, the way that they do grading is taking points away if you don't show up for performances, and they take that very seriously because they practice with everybody there. If they don't have warning that you're not coming, they don't have time to fix the performance around your hole. So it puts a hole in the performance, and I can get it. It's unfair to everybody that's there all the time and that works hard. This is one organization that actually puts truth behind the whole, the ones that are here on time, the ones that never miss a practice, and the ones that work the hardest are the ones that play more. I hear that bullshit all the time in sports, but I've yet to see it put to the test. With band, with high school marching band, it is. And people can laugh and think that it's not physical. I'm telling you, from my point of view, I was in band. I didn't do band half as long as she's done band. And I was seeing seniors who had been doing, this was their 4th year, coming in off-field practice with knotted muscles in their back that was like making their arms tingly and numb, and like some of their other seniors trying to help them get those knots out so they can keep going. It's that strenuous. I mean, when I was in there, I was up at 5 a.m. at breakfast, and then as soon as I left breakfast, I was on the field marching till lunch at noon. Then after lunch, we did inside concert till 4 or 5, and then we had dinner, and then we went back outside for marching, and then we were done at 9 and lights out by 10. And that was my life for 7 days. She's pretty much doing the exact same thing once they all come in, which will be Thursday. She has to be in the cage ready to go by 9, so I'll have her over there by 8:30. And they have a church providing them lunch those long days, which was, technically it's a 9-hour day, 9 to 9, but I have to have her over there at 8:30. And then she gets picked up at 4, and she gets a 2-hour break for dinner. And then I take her back, and then she's there till 9. So that is how that'll go come Thursday. Sunday, or the Wednesday, they'll cut it short, and then they finish up around the 27th, 28th. They have a last full camp day is the day that we have parents' night, where we can go and watch the performance. And the second day they come in for a very short period to kind of drill down, select officers, and then clean up the band room. And then they won't see each other again until the first day of school. School starts like the 7th or the 8th for some strange reason here. That's usually like 10 days, like after they start, it's going to be like 10 days till their first band performance on the field. So pretty excited about that. Anyway, so that's the kind of the gist of it. We're going to make a little bit more into it, but I'm going to kind of do a little bit here and there that I find critical that isn't in this video so much, and then let her film stuff if she wants to while she's there that she can send me, so I can edit everything together at the end after the parents' night and let you guys see, so people know what exactly is in Bandcamp for top tier high school bands. She is in one of the top bands in our state. They weren't that good when I was with them. They were a lot smaller when I was with them. I don't think we had 100 players, even with, or 100 participants, even with color guard. I don't think we had 100. I'd have to go back and look at the yearbooks. Yeah, that's right. So wish her luck. She's got a lot of regular season football games. She'll have to do anything if they do anything past regular season, going into tournaments, playoffs, whatever. She has 4 competitions, 2 parades so far, Veterans Day and Christmas parade, and then a high school winter thing that they do. They can add one more parade to the schedule. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. Her competitions start at the end of September and pretty much are every weekend in October minus 1. So she should be at the top of the game come that time. Anyway, I think everybody should learn to appreciate this. If you've got a kid that's in band and you don't realize what they're doing at band camp or how hard it is, definitely sit down and talk to them. Sit and watch them. If you've not taken part of it, you really don't know. If you have taken part of it, I promise you things have changed. So be active in your child's life and ask them and let them show you just how hard they are working. You know, in this hot sun. I know here it's hot and humid and we're under a heat advisory, and kids are going in there sunburnt from the day before, and you know, it's so hot, they can't put on clothes to cover the sunburns, you know, because it's just going to cause them to have a heat stroke. Because here, not only do we have high temperatures, we have tropical humidity. So it's really bad. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this and at least get something from the little bit of this. And then I hope we are able to produce something a little bit better quality by the end of her Bandcamp. I'm going to talk to her about filming when she can. I don't know if she's allowed to have her phone out during camp or not, but if she can record some stuff, I would greatly appreciate it to have that sort of insight into Bandcamp that I can show you guys. Anyway, thank you all, and thank you for watching, and love you all.